Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
What is your full name?
My full name is Sukhjeet Singh.
Do you work or study?
I am currently studying and I am doing my bachelor's in computer applications.
Do you enjoy stories?
Yes, I like to listen to stories, and when I was a child, my grandmother used to tell me different types of stories.
What is one story you remember from your childhood?
A famous story which I remember from my childhood is of a turtle and a rabbit, in which turtle did a lot of hard work to win a race. So, yes.
So I remember that story. You have to complete your sentence. Do you prefer listening to or reading stories?
I prefer to listening to stories because it is more interesting to me.
What types of transportation do you use regularly?
I own my personal vehicle and I like to travel through that.
Do you think public transport is reliable in your city?
I live in a small city and I don't think so that public transportation is so reliable.
Why?
Because bus services are not so good and people usually prefer private buses or their own vehicles to commute.
Have transportation options changed in your area over time?
Yes, if we compare to the past times with the current time, then the transportation has changed dramatically and nowadays transportation is good as compared to older times.
Alright, this is the end of part 1. Now in part 2, I will give you a 2-minute topic. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes and you will have 1 minute to prepare that topic. Clear?
Okay.
Here is your cue card and this is your paper and pencil. Please start.
Ma'am, I am a type of person who loves to travel a lot because it is a great way to get new experiences and to explore new places. And last month I made a plan with my friends to visit Amritsar. So we started our journey at 5 a.m. in the morning. But when we was in mid-journey, our car suddenly broke down. So we were in a great trouble that what we do now. So we checked on map for the nearby petrol pump. So we pushed the car towards the nearby petrol pump. And when we reached there, we arranged a technician phone number and called him. So we waited around 2 hours that he arrived and check our car. So he arrived after 2 hours and checked our car. But he was unable to fix the car and told that this issue is not fixable and this car has to be moved to agency. So with the help of a person, we arranged agency phone number. So we called agency and they bring a car to tow our vehicle. So we towed that vehicle and this was the situation when our vehicle broke down and we have to cancel our whole plan. So we felt very bad about that.
Okay, try to speak more in 2-minute topic. Okay, would you like to add something?
So we have to wait there for 1 to 2 hours in agency, but agency told us that you have to wait for 1 to 2 days to crack this issue. So we booked the hotel nearby and we spent our 2 days in Jalandhar. Our vehicle was broke down in Jalandhar. We explored the places in Jalandhar and that was the good experience too. But our whole plan was cancelled due to the broke down. But we are planning to go to Amritsar in the nearby future.
All right. Can I have paper pencil back?
Yes.
Now in part 3, let's discuss this topic. Do you think young people use public transport more than older people?
As per my perspective, young people like to commute through their private vehicles because it is a very tedious work for them. I personally like to use my own bike to travel. And if we talk about older people, they prefer to commute through public transportation because it is easy for them.
Okay. What are the benefits of using public transport?
First thing, the benefit of public transportation is that it is affordable, and areas like in my city, the private transportation is very good. So it is very reliable way of transportation and we can easily commute from one place to another.
Okay. What do you think public transport will look like in the future?
As per my perspective, government is focusing more on promoting public transportation and creating awareness in public. So I think public transportation will a lot of users in nearby future and people love to travel through public transportation.
Okay. Can you compare the advantages of planes and trains?
If we compare both modes of transportation, time, then I would say that trains are more cheaper and the journey is more enjoyable as we can see a lot of views around us. But if we talk about airways, that would be an expensive one, but the way of traveling is more comfortable and it can save a lot of time.
Alright. What will become the most popular means of transport in your country?
As per my perspective, metros will be more usable or popular in coming era, because through metros people can avoid congestion problems, which are a main problem nowadays as we can see on roads. And if a person wants to travel to a long distance, then I would say that airways will also be a good in coming time.
Alright, this is the end of your speaking. Now I would like to give you your feedback. Speak more in part 2 cue card, and in part 3 try to speak more, cite more example, be more expressive, give your views. Okay?
Okay.
For this kind of speaking, your score is 6.5.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.